how closely do you think these essays relate to poetry as a whole, or to your poetry process on the whole?
I think they definitely relate very closely to in some ways, I can't separate out what I think poetry is and my process. So poetry as a whole, or my process is in some ways, they're married. But I think it goes back to that coming upon things, following tangents, being open and willing and to be in the unexpected or the unknown, or all those things to me are really like fundamental characteristics of poetry, or prerequisites maybe for writing poetry. So those were all at play in writing the essay, and I think that it's almost just, the difference is really that there may be less sonic sort of impetus behind certain decisions, though I hope that's still there sometimes. Obviously, there are sentences, but I think those are probably the only real differences in my mind between what I was trying to do in the essay and what I hope to do in my poems.
In the words of Dan Beachy Quick, I think that sounds right. I think that's what struck me when I read the essays, and why I thought it would be useful for us as writers to read what is ostensibly not a book of poetry, but which seems to work very much by the mind of a poet in its association one to the next.
Yeah, association is a really key word, and intuition maybe too, when I write critical essays on other poets, that might be the time when, hopefully there's some intuition and association going on there too, but that's a little further than, I would say the essays and the poems are. Association is good.